तो आज की जो हमारी जो प्रेजेंटेशन का जो दौर चल रहा है में उसके अंदर जो हमारे नेक्स्ट प्रेजेंटर हैं वो हैं निखिल और सौरव। तो चलते हैं निखिल और सौरव के पास। वो हमसे क्या डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। चलिए, नाउ बेटा सौरव एंड निखिल, यू मे प्रोसीड विद योर प्रेजेंटेशन।
तो आज आज मुश्किल है, कल थोड़ा बेहतर होगा। अब उम्मीद मत छोड़ना, भविष्य जरूर बेहतर होगा। सो अ वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू एवरीवन। माय नेम इज निखिल
And my name is Saurav.
and we both are pursuing BSc Non-Medical final year from Dayal Singh College, Karnal.
And today's our presentation topic is semiconductor. In presentation, we discussed what is semiconductor and types of semiconductor with the help of diagram. And second is uses of semiconductor in everyday life. And last one is advantages of semiconductor.
So let's know about what is semiconductor. Semiconductor are material whose electronic properties are intermediate between those of metal and insulator. So basically, semiconductor are those material whose ability to conduct is lies between conductor and insulator. So they have conductivities in range of 10 raised to power minus 4 to 10 raised to power plus 4. So the interesting feature about semiconductor is that they are bipolar and current is transported by two charge carrier of opposite sign. These intermediate properties are determined by first crystal structure bonding characteristics and second electronic energy bonds. Silicon and germanium are elemental semiconductors and they have four valence electrons which are distributed among outermost s and p orbitals. So these outermost s and p orbitals of semiconductor involved in sp3 hybridization. So these sp3 orbitals form four covalent bonds of equal angular separation, leading to tetrahedral arrangement of atoms in space, resulting tetrahedron shape and resulting crystal structure is known as diamond cubic crystal structure.
Semiconductors are classified into two categories: intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. सेमीकंडक्टर का जो बेसिक डिफरेंस रहता है उसकी प्योरिटी से रहता है. इंट्रिंसिक इज प्योर सेमीकंडक्टर एंड एक्सट्रिंसिक इज इम्प्योर सेमीकंडक्टर. फर्दर, extrinsic is classified into two types: n type and p type. Now let's understand what is intrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic is a chemically pure form of semiconductor materials which form by tetravalent atoms, and it behave like as an insulator at 0 Kelvin temperature and behave as a conductor at higher temperature. And we know that tetravalent atom or group 4 element contain 4 electrons in valence shell. For example, germanium and silicon, they possess this diamond cubic crystalline structure. And you can see in this diagram of crystal lattice structure of silicon, each silicon atom form a covalent bond with another silicon atom which are present in its neighboring area, and the electrons which are present in its valence shell makes a covalent bond with another silicon atom, and it is closely bound with each other at room temperature. And if some external heat is provided, this electron gives us sufficient energy and leaves its position, and at a particular of time vacancy of electron is created, which is termed as hole. However, this movement of electrons generate conduction through semiconductor. Recently, we have discussed that when increase in temperature, the electron leaves its positions vacant and it's free. And we discussed this same criteria in this energy level diagram. Then electrons are present in valence band, and if some external heat is provided, the electrons jump to the conduction band, thereby causing conductivity to increase. The resultant this causing resistance of semiconductor is decreased. Hence, a free electron in conduction band and simultaneously free holes in valence band is formed. This phenomena is known as electron hole pair generation. In intrinsic semiconductor, the number of conduction electron will be equal to the number of vacant sites or holes in the valence band.
So now friends, after having an idea about how intrinsic semiconductor conducts, let's move further to understand the same for extrinsic semiconductor. So the extrinsic semiconductor are those in which impurities of large quantity are present. Usually, the impurities can be either third group element or fifth group element. Based on the impurity present in extrinsic semiconductor, they are basically of two types. The first one is N-type and the second is P-type extrinsic semiconductor. So N-type extrinsic semiconductor are formed when pentavalent impurity or group of 5 electrons are doped to a pure semiconductor atom, and p-type semiconductor are formed when trivalent impurity of group of 3 element added to a pure semiconductor atom. So let's see first is n-type semiconductor in detail. So when pentavalent elements such as phosphorus, arsenic, antimony is added to the intrinsic semiconductor, 4 electrons are involved in the covalent bonding with 4 neighboring pure semiconductor atoms. The fifth electron is weakly bonded to the parent atom, and even for lesser thermal energy, it is released, leaving the parent atom positively ionized. So for example, we have used phosphorus atom to be added into a pure silicon structure. We know that group 5 element contain 5 electron in its valence shell, so the 4 electron of phosphorus form 4 covalent bonds with its neighboring silicon atom. But still a free electron is left which is unbounded and is responsible for conduction. Further, when external heat is provided, like in case of intrinsic semiconductor, electron breaks the covalent bond and leaves its position vacant, thereby creating a hole over there. This somewhat increases the conducting level of semiconductor, more in case of extrinsic semiconductor than an intrinsic semiconductor. So in, the intrinsic semiconductor doped with pentavalent impurities are called N-type semiconductor. The energy level of fifth electron is called donor level. The donor level is close to the bottom of conduction band. Most of the donor level electron are excited into the conduction band at room temperature and becomes the majority charge carrier. Hence, N-type semiconductor electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. So let's have a look at energy band diagram of N-type extrinsic semiconductor. Here, the donor energy level in the energy level diagram shows the energy level of free electron present in crystal. These electrons have sufficient energy even at room temperature in order to reach the conduction band and thereby decreasing the resistance and increasing the conductivity. So now the question arises, why the N-type semiconductors are called so? The reason behind this is that in N-type semiconductor contains extra negatively charged particles. This is the reason why electrons act as majority charge carriers in N-type semiconductor and hole serves as minority charge carriers in N-type semiconductor. So now have a look how p-type semiconductor are formed and how they conduct. When a trivalent element such as aluminum, gallium, indium has 3 electrons in their outermost orbital added to the intrinsic semiconductor, all the 3 electrons of indium are engaged in covalent bonding with the 3 neighboring silicon atoms. indium needs one more electron to complete its bond. This electron may be supplied by silicon, thereby creating a vacant electron site or hole on the semiconductor atom. So indium accepts one extra electron. The energy level of this impurity is called acceptor level, and this acceptor level just lies above the valence band. So this type of trivalent impurities are known as acceptor impurities, and semiconductor doped with doped the acceptor impurity are called p-type semiconductor. For example, we have added indium as we know that group 3 element has 3 electron in its valence shell. So the 3 electron present in the valence shell of indium form covalent bond with 3 silicon atom, a still but still a vacancy of a hole is created over there due to the absence of fourth valence electron in the shell of indium atom. So even at relatively low temperature, these acceptor atoms get ionized by taking electrons from valence band and thus giving rise to holes in valence band for conduction. So due to ionization of acceptor atom, only holes and no electrons are created. Thus, holes are more in number than electrons, and hence holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers in p-type semiconductor. So look at the energy level diagram of p-type extrinsic semiconductor. Here the acceptor energy level shows the presence of extra hole in the structure. So when external heat is provided, then the electron present in the valence band move to the acceptor energy level, thereby decreasing the resistance and increasing the conductivity of the material. These are also known as acceptor impurity, as it consists of an extra electron in its structure. This is the reason why in p-type semiconductor, holes act as majority charge carriers and electron serves as minority charge carrier. This is all about semiconductor and its types.
Now come to the uses of semiconductor in everyday life. Temperature sensors are made with semiconductor devices. They are used in 3D printing machines. Third one is used in microchips and self-driving cars. Fourth one is used in calculators, solar plates, computer and other electrical devices. Fifth one is transistor and MOSFET. MOSFET means metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Are used as a switch in electric circuit are manufactured using these semiconductors. Now last one is advantages of semiconductor. A semiconductor device on changing temperature can be used as a semiconductor as well as an insulator. This is the main advantage of semiconductor device. It is also lightweight, small, cheap and find many applications in modern devices like computers and electrical appliances.
So this brings to the end of this presentation. I hope you found this presentation is very useful. Thank you to
Thank you.
everyone.
थैंक यू वेरी मच बेटा निखिल गौरव, बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन आपकी, बहुत मेहनत की है आपने, नज़र भी आ रहा है इसके अंदर, और हर एक पॉइंट को ने सिस्टमेटिक ढंग से एक्सप्लेन किया है और अच्छे से सिस्टमाइज किया हुआ है, और बहुत बहुत बढ़िया प्रेजेंटेशन थी। और सबसे बड़ी जो चीज़ थी, जो आपने शुरुआत की थी, आपने जो शुरुआत कहाँ से की थी, शुरुआत में ही आपने कहा पॉजिटिव चीज़ लेके चले आप कि आज मुश्किल है, कल थोड़ा बेहतर होगा। आज मुश्किल है, कल बेहतर होगा, बस उम्मीद मत छोड़ना, भविष्य जरूर बेहतरी होगा, है ना। मतलब नो डाउट
Yes, sir.
प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन को ध्यान में रखते हुए कि नो डाउट कि आज हालात मुश्किल है, हमारे सिचुएशन उतनी बेटर नहीं है जितनी हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं या जनरली होना चाहिए। तो डेफिनेटली आज मुश्किल है तो कल सोचते हैं कि आप कल डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिव चीज आएगी। मेन मोटो क्या है कि उम्मीद का दामन भरना चाहिए, उम्मीद नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए। मतलब आप जो काम कर रहे हैं करते जाइए इस चीज के अंदर कि डेफिनेटली आज अगर पॉजिटिव चीजें नहीं हुई है तो कल डेफिनेटली होंगी, और एक दिन जब भविष्य होगा, जब आप इस प्रोसेस से गो थ्रू होंगे तो डेफिनेटली वो ब्राइट होगा। वो एक शुरुआत थी, शुरुआत में ही चीज लेके चले, बहुत चीज थी, अच्छी चीज थी। और अगेन थैंक यू वेरी मच बेटा फॉर दिस नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन।
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.